Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Says you too. This is Pastordowell. People are asking me over and over and over again through private message and stuff, Pastordowell, what is really going on? Because it seems like no matter where you go, United States or Canada, and I'm paraphrasing a lot of this, you pretty much have the same speech. Well, let me try to do my best to help you wrap your minds around this thing. I want y'all to understand something here for a second. All right, I want you to listen to me very closely, if you can, because sometimes I understand that we have things in front of us, and we are very challenged about the possibility of thinking outside of the box, since the box has been presented to us and for us. So let me try my best to explain what's going on. All European nations, now it's irrelevant whether you agree with it or not, but just hear what I have to say, and then maybe you'll see what I'm trying to get to. Okay, listen to me for a second. All European nations, every single one of them, they are all governed and controlled by the crown, meaning Queen Elizabeth. She is still in power, has been in power for quite some time. So that means America, Canada, Europe, the crown is still ruling the world. Now, I'm sure that your history books and everything has deceived you and has lied to you over and over and over again to get you to stop thinking like this, to see that could not be a possibility. But the religion of the Europeans is Catholicism, and that religion is still ruling all European nations, including the Spaniard or the Spanish nations where it has had influence under Catholicism. And Christianity is a sister religion to Catholicism. Now you have your Anglican Church, where King Henry VIII actually started that, but it's still a branch of Catholicism. So now we have, like today, earlier, I was talking about $250 for a hunting license up here in Canada. Well, you own the Queen's land. You can't say king because there's no king right now, ruling, at least by their mission. The Queen is ruling. So you own but we'll use the king just for understanding. You own the King's land, and you have to pay your annual duty in order to hunt the king's livestock. And no matter where you are in America, that's where your licenses come in. See, what they've done is they've used different terminology, different wordings, different definitions to try to confuse you. But I'm telling you, there's nothing new under the sun. The same thing that has always gone on, it is still happening today. It's just that we refuse to see it because they have made a curriculum to condition all of our minds to perceive and think a certain way. But there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is that they have become greater in their oppression. They have become more powerful in their regulation. And of course, if you don't comply with the laws of the king, he has a police force that is set up. And I don't care what European countries that you live in, because the United States of America, you duped and you deceived if you think that we have ever come out from under the crown. And don't you think for 1 minute that actually General Cornwallis actually lost that battle. You can forget about it. I mean, you actually need to go back and revisit a lot of things. And of course, think about it. If you've been trained and manipulated after this system all your life, it's hard for you to grasp what I'm saying, because you're just going to think that I'm some pessimistic whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But you have to go back and look at the things for what it really, really, truly is. Ever since the Brits took over and defeated the Ottoman Empire, we have literally been up under this rule ever since. And most of you are familiar with the Crusades. The Crusades was Christians going around murdering people, all in the name of the Pope, under the edict of the papal bull, simply because by divine right granted to them by the Pope, that they could actually go and sack other countries and nations. And it really was no atrocity at all because they considered them less than human, subhuman. As a matter of fact, 3/5 human. And that's the reason why, later on they removed it out of the Constitution, because it's a little bit too offended for most people's minds to grasp. That's why you need an education. So when you're looking at things and asking questions and wondering why, why are things functioning like this? Why are things happening the way that they're happening today? Go back in history. If you don't know history, you're destined to repeat the same mistakes of the past. And no doubt, we are repeating the same mistakes of the past. I hope I said something to further your education here today. Have a good day.